In this video, we are going to discuss the third decision, that is dividend decision. I know you are familiar with the term dividend. Dividend is the part of profit which is paid to the shareholders. These shareholders has given their savings to the company. The company uses the savings, generates more profit, and one part of that profit is given to the shareholders depending upon the contribution which they have done in the organization. But still there are some factors which affect the dividend decision. The finance manager again needs to take some decisions under this dividend decision policy, that when the company is going to declare higher dividends and when the company will be declaring low dividends. Before that, let's understand it with the help of a statement which says it relates to disposal of profits. Disposal means distribution, to give away. So when the profits are given away to the shareholders, sometimes in a higher form, sometimes in a lower rate, that is called as a dividend decision. And when it will be given higher and when it will be low, we are going to understand with the help of these factors. The first factor is earnings. Now, earnings are the revenue which the organization generates every month, every year. And when these earnings are really higher, the organization is in a good financial position, so it can declare high dividends. I hope you all can see, declare high dividends. But when the financial condition of the company is not that good, the earnings are not coming that regular, in that case the company is not in a position to declare higher dividends. So there is a point written, declare low dividend when the earnings are low. On the same basis, the point number 2 says stability of earnings. Now when the earnings are coming and if those earnings are stabilized, that means every year the organization is able to generate handsome amount. Definitely in that case, when the earnings are very stabilized, which is making the organization run its activities very smoothly. So in that case, when the stabilities of the earning is really high, yes, the company again declares higher dividends, right? And when the stability is not there in the earnings, definitely in that case, if no stability, means the company will again declare low dividend. So that is a very easy thing to understand, that company can give the dividend only when it will have sufficient amount in its hand, right? Point number 3 is explaining the stability of dividends. Now what is stability of dividends? Here you need to understand that company do not bring too much of changes in the dividend ratio which it pays to the dividend every time. If the organization is having a permanent stability, if the company is seeking more prosperity, more growth, if that opportunity is coming again where the organization can maintain its sound financial condition, in that permanent condition, definitely the dividend levels are going to be higher. But if there is an irregular earning ratio, if there is a earning coming very higher one time, but another time it is again fluctuating, in that temporary basis, the organization will never declare the higher dividend. That's why it's written low dividends, because the organization do not alter the dividend rates very frequently, because paying 10,000 rupees dividend in 1 month and paying 500 rupees or maybe 5,000 next is a huge change. So the expectation of the shareholder really increases when the dividend rates are increased, because nobody wants to come down. Everybody wants that amount, that dividend figure must increase with the time. And if the organization is not in a position to increase the figure that frequently, the organization tries to stabilizes the dividend for a longer duration which it has been paying to the dividend. It do not alter the dividend figure every time when it is paying to the shareholders. Next is growth opportunity. Now what is growth opportunity? If any organization is seeking for growth, if any organization is wanting to expand, to explore, if the organization is planning to launch a new product, is planning to adopt modern technologies, all these activity requires more funds. And if organization is going to declare higher dividends, if the organization will give more dividends, then nothing will be left out of profit, so that the technology will be adopted, the product can be launched, the expansion can be done. So if there is growth opportunity, yes, in that case the company starts saving more funds so that it can do the maximum investment in the future, and in that case the cost cutting takes place, and the first cost cutting happens that company declares low dividend, because the company has to do the savings for future prospects. But if the company is not having any such growth opportunity, if it is not really seeking to expand its business or adopt modern technology or update itself in that regular basis, if there is no growth opportunity, the company will declare higher dividends. It will satisfy and make its shareholders more happier. Next is cash flow position. Cash flow position, if it is really strong, if it is very good and sound, the organization is having enough cash with them, then in that case the company will declare higher dividends. I hope you all can see that nicely. Declare higher dividends because the dividends are paid in cash. So when the cash position is up, strong and good, the organization will declare higher dividends. As the contrary, if the cash flow position is weak, there is a shortage of cash in the organization, obviously the company will not be able to give higher dividends. That's why declare low dividends and give low dividends to its shareholders. Next point is the taxation policy. Now taxes are the figure which the company has to pay to the government depending upon the profit which they are generating, right? So if the tax rates is high, if the government is charging higher tax rates, then definitely the company will not be having enough funds where it can give higher dividends to its shareholders. So the statement says low dividends are being provided. On the contrary, if the tax rates is low, if the company do not have to pay too much of taxes to the government, definitely it is financially sound and can declare higher dividends and can give higher dividend to its shareholders. Next one is stock market reaction. Now what is stock market reaction? When the company wants to create a very positive impact, because when companies are in the stock exchange market, in the same market investors are also there, and to get more funds from these investors, the company try to attract them. The company tries to show the positive impact. So how that positive impact will be created? The positive impact will be created, the attraction to the attraction of the customers, of the investors can be done by declaring higher dividends. So the company tries to declare a higher dividend so that this impact will go that company is in a very nice condition, is in a very sound condition and is able to provide maximum dividends, and every shareholder or every outer investor will be attracted to invest its saving in that particular company. On the contrary, if a company is not really concerned about creating that positive impact, the company will declare low dividends in that case. Access to capital market. I have just now taught you what is capital market. Capital market is a part of a stock exchange market where the securities are being sold for a longer duration. Longer duration means more than 1 year. So here when the large company has easy access. Why the large companies? Because large companies has really created their goodwill in the stock exchange market. They have a credit worthiness, and every investor in that case wants to go with large companies because their goodwill, their credit worthiness is really high. So in that case the company is financially so strong and has such a good impact on others where it can declare higher dividends. But small companies who are not enjoying the benefits of the capital market because because it's a small company, people hardly know its functioning. So the small companies has to depend more on the owner's fund, more on its equity rather than getting more funds from the investors. So here the company is not in a good position to declare higher dividends, so as it gives low dividend. Next is legal constants. Legal constants means legal formalities. Yes, dividend is also declared by keeping the provisions in mind. So the company is already registered under Companies Act 1956 and company has to follow those provisions. So if the company is following those legal constraints, yes, will declare low dividends, will keep some amount with itself, and if the company is not following such constraints, then it will declare higher dividends. Last point is contractual constraints. If the company is in contract, is in a loan agreement with some bank, then definitely there is a lot of interference of the bank in the working of the company, in the declaration of the company. So it is said that company under loan agreement, if the company is in written agreement, is in a contractual loan agreement with somebody, then they have to follow the sayings of that party with whom they are in contract. And in that case, they cannot declare higher dividends. They have to declare low dividends because max of the amount has to be given as an interest on that loan. But if such thing does not is not happening, where the company is under no such agreement, definitely they don't have to listen to anybody, because then they are absolutely free and then they can declare higher dividends. I hope with these chart you must have understood the things in a better form. Here we are winding up with the dividend decision. See you all in the next video with the next topic.